Hey everyone, welcome back to our exploration of Wilmette, Illinois. In our last episode, we fell in love with this town's charming atmosphere, vibrant community, and convenient location. But Wilmette holds so much more than meets the eye. Today we're diving deeper into the heart of Wilmette. Using this handy map as our guide, we'll be uncovering hidden gems, local favorites, and must-visit spots that make this suburb truly special. There's family-friendly fun. We'll explore Wilmette's parks and playgrounds, perfect for picnics, playtime, and creating lasting memories. From cozy cafes to award-winning restaurants, we'll tantalize your taste buds with Wilmette's diverse culinary scene. Get ready to browse unique boutiques, charming shops, and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. We'll step back in time and unveil Wilmette's rich history through its preserved landmarks and captivating stories. So buckle up, explorers. Our map is our compass and Wilmette is our playground. Let's embark on a journey to uncover the secrets this charming suburb has to offer. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned for the rest of our Wilmette adventure. We'll be pinning down the best spots on the map one by one and sharing all the inside tips you need to experience the magic of Wilmette yourself. One of the top suburbs in all of Chicagoland. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye. Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's Barry.Newman with eXp Realty. And the first thing I want to do is, as you can see, there's a map in front of us. This is of the North Shore suburbs. And the first place I want to show you is the town that we're featuring today, which is Wilmette. So let's mark it here so you know exactly where it is. Now, in part one of Wilmette, I went to some really great places live, and it's really important that you know about the area, the expense. Wilmette is one of the highest paid places in the Chicagoland area. Now, anytime you get close to a lake, which is what we're seeing here on the right, and I'll mark that in pink, right? So here's Lake Michigan, right? Okay. Anytime you're by the lake, it's very much more expensive, okay? Now, there's some really great suburbs that are also by the lake that I want to show you, and those suburbs are all high-priced suburbs. Talking 750,000 medium price range. So let's talk about them for a minute. Number one, let me just fix the map a little bit. Okay, so as we go north a little bit, let's see, we're gonna try to include these all in the Wilmette. Okay, so the first suburb is going to be Glencoe. All right, Glencoe's right here. Glencoe's got about 12,000 people. It's a great suburb, and it's got, and as you can see, it's very close to the lake, and so it becomes even a more expensive suburb. And as you go south a little bit, you're getting yourself into Winnetka, second most expensive suburb. Now, not only these, they're also rated that way in the north, in the Chicagoland area. Glencoe's 1, Winnetka's 2, Wilmette is 3, okay? And from there, we're going to go a little bit further south, and you'll be able to see that in a minute, of some of the other really higher end suburbs. So first, number 4 would be Northfield, which is right here. Of course, what I should do is just erase all the things I've drawn so you could see. So we had Glencoe, Winnetka, Wilmette, okay, and Northfield. Now, Northfield only has about 3,000 people, and Kenilworth is right in that same population. From there, other top suburbs are Glenview, which is about 47,000, Northbrook, great suburb. So just right around Wilmette, and then there's Evanston, and every one of these suburbs has incredible schools, incredible shopping, great restaurants, golf courses, everything you want. But there's a price. So that's the big issue. Now, some of the other suburbs, which are less expensive, some of it's based on schools, some of it's based a little bit on location, would be like Skokie. Good suburb though, Morton Grove, Niles. Of course, I'm marking every suburb, but at the same time, that's how they rate. You had your first grouping, then Park Ridge is a great suburb, and it features great high school and Lutheran General Hospital, which is in Park Ridge, is one of the top hospitals in the area too. And as we continue to go west, very good suburbs, less expensive, until we start to go really far north or west. But let's keep it right here for the minute. As you can see, everything is close here to the lake. Now, Glenview is really the number 5 ranked suburb, and you're only talking about 4 to 5 miles to get to Lake Michigan. The other thing that's really important is the fact that we're dealing in a sense with 2 counties. Okay, so let me show you the counties, which would be Lake County, get that in here. And right here. Now, this road is called Lake Cook Road right here. Okay, so everything north is considered Lake County, and everything south is considered Cook County. The biggest difference is Cook County is a little less expensive, about 0.5%. So you pay less property tax, which is probably the biggest things. Gas sometimes could be a little bit less money. Now, let's look at this from a travel perspective. And if you have any questions about any of this, I will give you that as well. So let's take a look at this as a travel perspective. Where do most people want to go other than locally, which will feed your needs? But what people really like is the fact that they like to go to the city, and they need to know where the airport is. So we're going to do everything today from Wilmette, okay? And to get to the city and to get to let's see, we're going to drop further down here. Okay, so we're going to start our trip right here. Let's use Burgundy. Okay, so here's Wilmette right here, and now from here we actually want to go to downtown Chicago. So this is where, there's over 3 million people live in Chicago, but a lot of people work in Chicago. A lot of people live in Chicago, but a lot of people also choose to live in a suburb where they're getting better schools, they're getting safer neighborhoods, they're getting yards, they're getting nice houses. Not that they don't have some of those things in Chicago, because they have some of the most expensive houses there are. So from Wilmette, we're going to go and we're going to take a road and just get to 94, which is the highway. From 94, we're going to take it right here, and then then we move into right here, and then we're in Chicago. And this is where a lot of people work. So you've got this commute. Now, with that commute by car, there's also a commute by train. There's also a commute by L. So there are other ways to go where you don't have to drive, and you could rest, and you could read, and you could sleep, and you could do all that. The other thing is, a lot of people, there are other places people go in the city, and one of those would be Wrigley Field. You know, you don't have to be a Cub fan, but it's a great stadium, and people like to go here. Now, from the suburbs, from Wilmette, there happens to be an L directly from Wilmette that'll take you pretty much this way. You can see that, and into right, you get right off 1 block away. Okay. The other place that people are going to, which I mentioned earlier, is they want to go from Wilmette to O'Hare Airport. Now the trip to Chicago and the trip to O'Hare are not that far. So basically what we want to do here is start at Wilmette, take 58, which is Gulf Road, and take that right to 294. 294, it's a straight shot south, and here you go. So we're talking maybe 14, 13 miles, could take 20 minutes. It's an easy ride. Now, there are people who want to be closer to the airport. They want to live closer to the airport. So when you want to live close to the airport and you want the very, very best towns possible, you know, Park Ridge is pretty close. And also in this area, there's the River Casino. Now, there aren't that many casinos. That's a newer thing, but they have casinos. They also have some wonderful things going on right here in Rosemont. Okay. Now, great restaurants, a lot of great restaurants, a lot of steak places. And you can see on this map alone, there's a lot of places like Sam's Club and Costco and those kind of things. But this gives you an idea of where we are when it comes to Wilmette, which is the town we're considering and talking about today. Great town, 27,000 people. Newcher High School is the main public school, always top rated. There's a freshman campus, and there's also a sophomore, junior, and senior campus. And to go to Newcher, you're typically going to be in a much more expensive area of Chicago, and so housing will be much more expensive. So I think that's really one of the keys. So let's just talk about for a minute, the cost of living in Wilmette is higher than the national average, but it is comparable to other affluent suburbs of Chicago if you wanted to go real far west or go south and go southwest, like Burr Ridge, Barrington. There's just so many really good ones. But the highest rated towns are typically in the North Shore, okay? So when you're talking about Wilmette with its excellent schools and vibrant downtown, which I was in, and I took a lot of videos there, there's abundance of parks and recreation and strong sense of community. Wilmette is the perfect place to raise a family or simply enjoy a peaceful life. And that's extremely important. So if you're thinking about moving to Wilmette, I encourage you to reach out to me and let me help you find your dream home. I have a wealth of knowledge about the Wilmette market, and I'm committed to helping my clients find the perfect home for their needs and budget. The only thing you need is a little higher budget. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this extended video about Wilmette. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And please, when you can, please mark the various fields that you'd like to get on my mailing list. You really like the video, and please do that for me. I really appreciate it, so I can continue to put out videos. Now, I've been a real estate broker for 24 years. My goal is to help everyone find the best house in the quickest amount of time, no matter what their price range is. You know, I work a lot of hours, and again, I want to help people. I've done it for so long that it's just part of what I do in life, is help people. So with that being said, have a great day, and please send me a message about where you're living today and what you're thinking about where you'd like to live in the future in the Chicago area, which I've lived here my entire life, so it's really fabulous. Anyway, thanks so much, and take care. Bye.